Hello and welcome to Roleplay Royale with Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Last time we entered the dig site and we found an old companion, Aloth, who it appears was undercover in the area to find out more about the Animancers. He still doesn't want to tell us really what's going on until we leave Port Marjay, so we have to be content with that for now. And also we found a cat, which is even more important. Now I have a cat pet, which makes me very happy. And we are in the ruins down below the arena of the dig site, so let's explore. We are to find Odorisi, the leader of the excavation. The copper bowl has tarnished to a dull blue-green. Grime and dust coat the surface in a thin film. Examine the bowl more closely. At the bottom of the bowl is a shallow circular depression, maybe where I have the champion's medallion. Yes. History. You recognize the offering bowl, an artifact found in many Angwithan ruins. It would have been intended for use only by Angwithans who held high rank or had made some great achievement. In an arena such as this, a champion might fulfill that role. Place the champion's medallion into the depression. Did a thing. Good that I checked out the foreman's place first. But let's sneak along. It is very dark, but there's nothing I can do really about it. I guess it is supposed to be that dark. I tried to change this. Amulet of Health. Plus 50 maximum health. That sounds pretty good. That seems like something. Maybe I will give that to one of my other companion, and he gets the health since he is the tank. She has one, so let's give that to Aloth.
I shall put it to good use.
I hope so. Here rests Isandros, most virtuous architect. Okay. Apparently they liked architects. Again, I tried to up the brightness, but not much more possible than
Poor
that.
Fools. They were unprepared for this.
We have to deal with a little bit of... And in the other one, in the other room, the torches helped. Here, not really, it feels. Hardtack, solution, vessel flesh, rune powder, pry bar. That could come in handy. Once we sneak through this place. Let's have a look at the map. Okay. Really hard to see for me as well, but I guess it's dark in those ruins. Praise to bold-hearted Avarix, master of the blade. Memory of Sama, beloved sister. Give the statue. Part of the statue near the legs has been forcibly removed. Okay. All that remains of this inscription is Raka the Fortunate, the stone around it. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, we can set a formation. We do this for now. Oh, we have a will-o-wisp Okay. Let's give you a head start.
Trouble up ahead.
Okay. Now it's time for
Onward.
me and Aloth to join with some ranged attacks. Okay, there's another dude. A Sporling. Okay. Took care of that.
Yes. Indeed. I'll handle this.
The walls here have collapsed inward, barring any further progress. Okay. I don't know why this time there's no effect of the torch, because in the other room it had an effect. Oh, now it works.
Aye.
I was just going to say that was weird because it definitely had an effect in the other room. So
I shall.
maybe I would have needed to select it here. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, this is a little bit better. Okay, we have again 2 ways.
Careful. I see them.
Okay, he saw us as well.
Attack.
Okay. Pretty easy work.
I shall be
Should
discreet.
sneak though, because in those ruins I would assume the chance for some traps is pretty high.
I'll take care of this.
Oh, 2 of those copper constructs. We saw these in the seaside cave. Maybe I can start this off with... Okay. There, we'll go on this. You try to occupy this guy. We'll just attack. Fight him! Beat him! And down it goes. So maybe whatever happened in the seaside cave in some way is
Indeed.
connected to this here.
Dim in the lantern.
What do we have here?
I'll handle this.
Rubble. Sword, pickaxe, okay. Okay, nothing here it seems. But we found a pickaxe. Maybe that is of significance. Never know. Does he have all his spells? Or enough spells? I hope so.
I'm here. I'm here.
I hope that the AI is
I
smart
shall.
enough to not waste too many spells on enemies that aren't really a danger to us. I like that the kitty cat is following us. That is nice. Okay. So let's go the other path, I guess. This way.
We're not alone.
I'm still looking for Odorisi, the...
With
Whoa,
relish.
look. That's it.
Okay. Took care of these. No big issue.
Take a gander over there.
Should have waited until I attacked these, because
I've got it now.
that way this time they attacked me, because I was the first to enter the combat while the other one were still sneaking. Tattered note. I wasn't sure about the construct at first. These new techniques may be less extreme than those of eccentrics like Galvino, but it gets harder to remember that once the hulking things are moving around like large, noisy, witless dolls. The construct requires daily maintenance and they make the workers uncomfortable. Still, they have been an effective deterrent to the local wildlife, and I have to admit I've started to feel safer with one of them standing nearby while I work. Odorisi despises the things and avoids them if possible. That alone is a considerable benefit. Rubber. Okay. Let's take this. What is this? Weapon rack, some swords. Okay. Oh, that is circling back there, so let's check out this first.
Well, that's not nice.
Locked? What? Lock difficulty 4. We definitely need someone who can open chests. That is not good. Okay.
Let's keep quiet.
Let's go back into...
I'll take care of this.
These ornate bronze fixtures appear to be braziers. Soot lines the interior of their metallic petals, and you spy fresh coal beneath a filigree grating. Someone lit these recently. Had you the means, you might do the same. Light the brazier with a torch, flint and tinder. Let's do that. Nothing happens for a moment, and then the brazier ignites in a sudden rush of flame. So maybe that was a good thing that we did that?
I'll handle this.
Only the bold and the reckless and the fortunate shall pass safely within. Okay.
I'll try not to get roasted.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay, that... Okay, it is a 3-digit code, but...
I got it.
What
do you need?
Huh. Can I... There are different symbols on it, but... Can I see the symbols here? There are no symbols. And there probably is a hint on how to solve this, but I don't know.
I'll take care of this.
Maybe just try out some combinations. I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't see anything that could have helped us with the combination yet. Maybe we will find something. But, wonder if I probably couldn't, use
I'll take
the
care
fog.
of this.
Oh, maybe here? Oh, there we go. Can I turn the camera? I don't think so. Part of the legs possibly removed, yeah.
I'll handle this.
In memory of Sama, beloved sister. Then we have this symbol there. And this symbol. I mean, with two of them, that might help, right? So, it's definitely this symbol and this symbol. So
I'll take
let's
care
use
of this.
this, maybe this. Ha 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 ha! I solved it. The gladiator's sword. Additional effects, fine. Plus 50% damage, plus 4 accuracy, plus 1 penetration. Grants scrim. Ooh, that sounds great. Let's have a look at that. So he so far has the silver. This is a one-handed sword. Let's have a look at it. What is scrim? An ancient technique for balancing defense and offense. Enhances melee damage and deflection when wielded with a shield. Perfect. Double-edged sword of cast bronze. This ancient weapon is equally suited to thrusting and cutting. The blade is pitted and tarnished, but still holds a keen edge. The Angwithan gladiator who once wielded the blade must have surely carried it with a bronze shield. Yes, please. And I mean, wait a second, where's the saber? No, put it there with a torch. Okay, nice. It is good, but that doesn't really answer how to proceed here, right? Is there a way? Menagerie? Okay. Nice that we found it, but still on the lookout for progress. Don't think here. No. And that's the issue when it's so dark, right? I can't really see where you're going. What is this? Is a thing? No. And we can't continue. On the map it looked like maybe here is another way somewhere, but like there. Oh yeah, okay.
Hey,
okay.
watch out.
Okay, we have an essence anomaly. Let's go. You two go into melee. Aloth and I take over from distance. Get them pretty good.
I'm here.
Okay.
Yes.
Put his new gladiator sword to good use. Spirit residue.
Indeed.
I'll
Let's
see
go
what
to
I can
sneak
find.
mode again to detect any traps if there are. Or
I'll handle
stone
this.
people. Fine. Okay. This could be progress, so let's go in the other direction first.
See a soul in the darkness, one ready for reaping.
And we're all discovered. It isn't bad though. We're fine. There we go. But he used up his high-level spells for these easy enemies. I don't
Yes.
like that. I also don't want to micromanage
I
too
shall.
much. It's unfortunate. Draw the Reckless defeated... oh, and there we would have gotten the last shield. I see. I just guessed. It has been a stroke of unimaginable fortune to find Adra vein in such pristine condition. The essence is so concentrated here that even from the far side of the corridor the pillar's light pulses like a star. At times I almost feel as if I can sense it, like the warmth of sunlight upon the skin. We will need to reinforce the central chamber before attempting further excavations. The ruins are unstable and Sailor's motley workforce of savages and paupers grows more fearful by the day. With the assistance of a single watcher, we could trace the essence in the primary vein and isolate those deposits worthy of extraction. I've petitioned Director Kestel in Nekataka for such resource, but I'm continually rebuffed. It is unthinkable that the Valiant Trading Company cannot isolate within the vast borders of its considerable influence a single suitable candidate. I must assume that the wretched Elat woman is hoarding them for her fanciful experiments. Transportation! As if we have the time to expend on such frivolities. Adamancer hat. Okay. Maybe that's something nice for Aloth? Yeah! Look at him. Don't have to look at his mug again. Okay. More loot, which is good. Great. Hammer and chisel. Worn hood, copper pyre, scroll of minor healing. He can have the scroll of minor healing.
Yes?
Okay, I think... Did I check this one? Moss and grime have been scraped clear and large portion of the mineral revealing the vibrant hues of the Anguithan figures beneath. Okay.
Of course.
Let's go into
I shall
stealth
be
mode
discreet.
and continue in the other direction. I mean, I guess it is not as bad in this one that the AI uses up the spells so easily when you can rest more often with all the food. Though I'm not 100% sure yet how it works.
That's
exactly.
Odorisi.
Okay. Now we have
I'll take
Odorisi.
care of this.
Frozen mid-stride, this grime figure is turned toward the colossal pillar of Adra that dominates the chamber. The ashen corpse's outstretched hand rests upon the crystal skull's surface. Clutched tightly in the remnants of its fist is a bundle of papers, bound together by a leather cord. Several more pages are scattered on the ground at your feet.
Odorisi was always a bit obsessive, but he was a good enough fellow. I hope this was quick, whatever it was.
He leans forward as if to close the figure's eyes or smooth its features, but merely clasps his hand with a troubled frown. As you pull the papers free, the ashen fingers gripping them slow away, disintegrating into a fine plume of dust. You've gained an item, quest Odorisi's notes. Odorisi's notes acquired from the corpse are a dense collection of jargon and diagrams. They allude to mechanical and chemical process used to treat Adra while it is refined into powder. These notes would doubtless be of interest to those working directly with luminous Adra. Standing here by the lone figure, you are struck with a feeling of dread. The air around you, the very motes of ash and dust, all of it is stagnant and still. The feeling grows worse when you look up at the Adra and sense no energy flowing into its surface. It is as though it has been disconnected from the wheel.
You place your hand against the pillar of luminous Adra. A dim, warm light emanates from the surface, but it feels cool to the touch. Pinpricks dance along your fingers, uncomfortable, but not painful. A woman's voice, scratchy, distant, and halting, echoes in your mind.
Find your soul in him.
You concentrate, peering into the Adra's energy as you would peer into a soul. Its inner light is blinding, but as you become accustomed to it, you perceive the core of the Adra itself, a churning mass of millions of soul fragments. With a jolt, the energy reaches out to you. The Angwithan ruin fragments around you, breaking into incoherent shapes and dissolving to dust, falling into an infinite well of dark gray vapor. Even the ground itself disintegrates into nothingness. All that remains is the murky expanse of the in-between. The Adra pillar, and a skein of golden threads rooted in the pillar that extend far off into the distance. You focus on the threads. You catch glimpses of memories, your memories, mingled among the memories of thousands of other captive souls. The filaments begin to cohere, rapidly twining into a golden cord. With a muffled crack, the cord ripples outward in a violent wave toward the endless distance. The cord undulates over a space so vast that you lose sight of the wave before it finds its end. Then, a heavy creaking, like the sound of mountains shearing under their own weight, washes through the dull gloom of the in-between. A violent force yanks you along the cord at an incredible speed. The murk of the in-between warps erratically, as though you are observing it through an ill-ground lens. Just as quickly as you were pulled forward, you stop, suspended below a massive figure of ancient carved Adra. Like all Adra, it glimmers with energy, but the souls and memories within it are not flowing down. They churn in a vortex that burns at the heart of the statue's mass in some invisible engine. It is Aethys. The great golden cord terminates in his back, sending pulses of energy throughout his limbs as they move. He walks in long, slow strides toward a brilliant pillar of Adra far in the distance. It shines even more brightly in the in-between than Aethys. From within the teeming throng of souls, dozens of eyes look out to you. Through the cord, their collective anguish and despair push at the edge of your mind.
Help us! Please! Help us!
Their voices echo in your mind. Somewhere within their ranks, you can feel the presence of your own soul, slumbering deeper in the gyre. You reach out to the lost souls, but the incredible power flowing through Aethys' body repulses you. Not even your Watcher powers can penetrate the massive tides of energy crashing through him. The souls sense your efforts and attempt to breach the surface of Aethys' body, but are instantly pulled back down into the deep well at the statue's heart, as though they were pried from the edge of a great precipice. Aethys' stride slows and stops. His head slowly pivots, until its great burning eyes are cast back along the cord. As his gaze meets yours, you feel an overwhelming rush of incredible joy, mingled with profound sadness. You have sensed similar anguish in lost souls, but never with this intensity. A soothing voice drifts into your mind.
It takes great bravery to venture through the in-between, even for a watcher.
A swell of admiration radiates out from the god's heart. A force so intense that it momentarily overwhelms you.
You do not need to follow me, for their sake or your own. Something beautiful is coming. Something that will save us all.
A great light shines from Aethys's brow. So bright that even the souls within him flinch from the source, cowering in fear. Through the glare, you see Aethys's massive arm reach up to grasp the golden cord. The tether carrying energy from the Audra pillar to him, that also suspends your consciousness.
The sun will yet rise, Watcher. You need only wait for its light to come.
Aethys yanks on the golden cord, pulling it from his back. The cord tears into filaments that blacken and dissolve to dust. Without pause, he turns to resume his stride toward the distant pillar of Audra, shining on the boundless horizon. You hear the souls within him cry out for just a moment, before your consciousness is snapped away from them. The in-between goes dark. For a second, you feel a mix of nausea and a sensation like spinning and falling. Then the moment ends. Your consciousness has returned to the Angwithan arena. The world is sideways, the Audra pillar upside down. You flinch at the feeling that you're standing on the ceiling. The disorientation overwhelms you and you collapse to your knees next to the luminous Audra pillar. Previously dim and flickering, the pillar now glows with a strong and steady light. You touch the Audra again, but the chill and prickling sensations you felt before are gone, replaced with a comforting warmth, like the embers of a fire that has just lost its flame.
As you return to the world, you feel a hand on your back.
You alright? Come on, we just got you back.
Despite his tone, you can see genuine concern in Adair's eyes. I'm not sure, actually. That was quite intense. So there was a connection between us and Aethys, and he has our soul, and he wants to get to something that might... some kind of big goal. I don't know. I'm not sure.
If you're not sure, now I'm worried. I've
Just being
seen you
honest.
commune with souls of the dead, but this looked altogether different. What happened?
That's a good question. His gaze flickers to the brightly glowing Adra. Saw Aethys and saw me. Thousands of suffering souls were trapped within Aethys. I was powerless to help them. Aethys turned tail as soon as he saw me. Not so tough now, is he? After seeing the agony that follows in Aethys' wake, I'm more determined than ever to stop him. Typical, just when I'm out on the verge of getting some answers from a god, he cuts me off. Thousands of suffering souls were trapped within Aethys. I was powerless to help them.
I don't believe the god of rebirth wishes souls to suffer. If he's harvesting them, he's got a plan. What did Gon say? Is he gonna meet us? What do we do next? He charged you with a divine calling, didn't he? Just like he's done for me.
He was heading down to towards another pillar of luminous Audra. He's after luminous Audra, and we're going to stop him before he gets there. Saw more luminous Audra in his past, but he told me not to follow. That something beautiful is coming.
I wonder if he said the same thing to people in Rayet Saris 20 years ago.
I wonder what he's after, and why he's been giving me these dreams. The things I've seen, they leave a mark on your soul.
She rubs her arms despite the balmy air.
I may not know what Gon's got planned for me, but clearly he wanted me to meet you.
Okay.
I'll handle
Boy,
this.
that was intense. So he has some kind of big plan that allegedly will save everyone, which usually means in those types of scenarios that don't know, some kind of apocalypse. Some kind
I'll
of
take care of
cleansing of the
this.
world.
Sadly, I cannot.
But we'll see. Guess we'll have to get out of here. Let's look at the journal. What is... At a path, find someone who might know Adair's friend. Lantern of Gone. Stranded, return to Clario. Locate more pillars of luminous armor. Yeah. Okay, so our next stop will be Clario again. The governor. To report about Odorisi and I guess what happened here. And the workers. But we survived. And we got some information, although the information we got just caused more questions. Oh, we have lots of souls here. As the souls move past you, some turn their heads in your direction, but most seem fixated below you on the outer pillar beneath your feet. If you nod their heads in thanks or raise a hand to acknowledge your presence.
What do you see that I can't, Watcher?
Souls, dozens of them, maybe hundreds. They're all going to the outer pillar. Oh, nothing really. I just saved countless souls by re-illuminating the outer pillar. Thank the gods, the island's lost souls are finally heading to the outer pillar. Ah, no, just state the facts.
All of them? Really?
She stroked the cage of her lantern, appearing lost in thought. A small group of souls has started to cluster around you. One of them is standing a bit closer than the others and gestures for your attention.
Watcher, we'd like to come with you.
Why don't you just go to the outer pillar?
We would, and we appreciate that you showed us the way, but what if the Adra goes dark again before we reach the beyond?
The other souls shuffle anxiously and look to each other, then back to you. Okay, follow me.
Can I harvest the souls now?
I mean...
Oh, I do. So I will.
She nods resolute. Shodi glides her hands in a series of motions that resemble a martial art or an intricate dance. As she slides a circle around the area, she begins swinging her lantern faster and farther from her body until an ephemeral light flares from inside. The lure is answered and several souls change course, drifting past the lantern's cage to disappear.
Thank you, Watcher.
Okay. Oh, can I talk? Are they just picking up business here? Like,
we will
nothing
remain
happened?
here to see to our dead.
Okay. I was just wondering. I was like, oh, okay. Grouchy Animator.
Echosi, but I must take stock of our supplies.
Okay, I think we explored everything here.
I'll handle this.
As far as I can tell. So let's leave and make our way back to Port Marge. Because now we can report to Clario.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
And he hopefully helps us repairing our ship so we can get off this island. And then we also may find out more about what Aloth is doing here and why he has a fake name and everything. Okay. Let's make our way back. To Port Marge. And we will go to the harbor. Yes, please. Also, he better pay us good. We cleared the whole dig site, saved people, chasing a god, all in a day's work. Okay, there we are back in Port Marge. One thing I want to check though is Aloth's reputation. He has +1 with Shoti apparently. Responsibility. Aloth finds it distasteful when others do not take their duties seriously or attempt to evade their rightful responsibilities. Autonomy. Aloth believes Kith should have the freedom to determine their own futures and appreciates efforts that supports this principle. Dutiful. Yeah, pride. Aloth is put off by people who proclaim their own merits in defiance of all decorum and decency. And traditional. Aloth is wary of traditionalism for its own sake and distrusts those who adhere rigidly to old habits and rituals. Any updates here? Okay. +1 there. Not much here. We are a little bit benevolent, a little bit clever, a little bit aggressive, and a little bit rational. We have a reputation of 5 with the Children of the Dawnstar, and 1 with Port Marge. Okay. Let's go to a merchant and clear out our inventory. I think that makes sense to do now. There we are.
Swords!
Show me what you have. So, covered time. I'm not sure. Potion of major healing. True. Like, for how long does it last though? For 207 seconds. 51 seconds, okay. Let's look at the stash. We have plenty of stuff here. Let's just get rid of some of the basic things to clear things out. I will keep the ingredients if we need them in the future for crafting. The warbow has 15 to 22 and the hunting bow 16 to 28. So let's sell this one. The large shield. That could be interesting for Adara. I will have to check that. Pickaxe I will keep because that might be a tool that we can use in certain situations. Same goes for the hammer and chisel and the pry bar. The notes are not worth anything. Don't want to sell the scrolls. Wonder if I can stash them somewhere else so they're not in my way. So anything left? 2 torches left. Okay, I think that is all. So let's sell this. Get a little bit of extra coin. Oh, can I grab these? No. I mean, I could, but that would probably cause all kinds of trouble in the city. I don't want that, at least not now. And there we are back at Claria's estate. It is, as always, extremely dark.
I'm here.
Okay. So that is weird that I sometimes have to switch weapons. So
I'm here.
The torch works. Anyway, Oh, sympathy for the lost, that is new. Call upon the souls of those that have agreed to follow you. Their presence distracts all foes in the area. Sympathy for the lost souls now also provide healing to the Watcher's allies. Nice. Ooh. I like it. Anyway, I think this is where we end the episode today. We got a lot of stuff done. We cleared the ruins beneath the arena in the dig site. We found Odorisi, or what remained of him. We got his notes. Now we can return to Clario. We also had a little chit-chat with Eothas, and we now know that he is out for more luminous Ardra pillars. So we will try to catch him. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want more content, consider subscribing to the channel. I will be back with more Roleplay Royale very soon. So have a great time until then. Bye bye.